Okay, we don't need this. Because we have it already. No, 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 no. No. Can you give us a hand? Jason? Yeah, that's good. Hold on. Tell me if you get the TV. Are you getting TV? Oh, Jason, can I see that over here? Greg, can you? It's not moving. Oh, the view, right. Greg, can you use this reason to move that TV wire? Give us a hand. Who are you? Yeah. Okay, this is great. Yeah. Can you hear me? Well, where's your program? Do you have one? Yeah, you probably want to get a. Patrick, can you hear me? Is this audio okay? Question mark. How about music? Actually, all categories.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us tonight. As you're getting settled, I'm going to invite you to get up and get some refreshments that we have over here as we just wait a few more minutes to get started. So go ahead, grab some food, and come back to your seats. And those out there, come on in and grab a seat while they're up getting food, right? Just kidding. How are you?
Talking about live, and it's going. Somebody's watching. Is that this? No, that's last year. How do I do that? Yeah. So I went to that. Workers House. 2022. No, it says Workers at right. Oh, so he's going? How did you get there? What?
So there we are.
Wait,
So flat.
where am I? No, that's last year. You and your son. Oh, right there. Oh. Oh, where you and I?
Oh, you're so good looking.
So I wonder if I can turn to. So that's the line. This line is not. I didn't.
Hey, can we get you guys to come?
Design. I was like, what is happening? Um, so we probably, I keep using my watch. It's just a line.
Take it off today.
Yeah, we need to kind of start.
We'll let him get there. I just looked at him. Good turnout.
So we need to make sure people come through there. Do you have a seat? There's one seat left right there. They only needed 5 and there's 6. So right.
Or what's Hi, Tyler. No, I'll just stand over.
No.
That's all right.
No, because
Brendan.
after I'm done,
Brendan.
I'll be behind you.
No, don't worry. They have extra.
Okay.
The baby's sitting in the. not wheelchair. Yeah. Yeah, do you see that? Yeah. That's yours right there, next to the purse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until 15.
Okay, maybe we can say about 5 minutes we'll start the program and go home. Will you say that?
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get started in 2 or 3 more minutes. It's good to see you again. Yep. You got a couple pieces in?
Yes.
I thought I saw your name in there. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brandon Isle. I'd like to welcome you out to the 13th annual Art Grows Rexburg Awards presentation and exhibit. This is the opening reception. This is such a great event we do every year. Thanks to Val and Alice Hemming. Val's here with us today, and we'll hear from him a little bit later. It's just such a treat to be here with you tonight to celebrate art, and to celebrate your art specifically. How many of you have pieces in the show? Oh, that's great. Yeah, give yourself a round of applause. How many first-time entries? Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I did recognize several names out there, too, so watch out. These old-timers, they like to win every time, right? Well, good luck to each of you. There are cash awards, so I hope your name ends up on a certificate. We've been listening to Mount Moran String Quartet tonight, and they just do a fabulous job every year, and I'd like to thank them. This is the biggest year so far. 190 pieces of art are in this show, and you add that to the about 100 pieces of the children's art show just a week or two ago. That's a lot of art happening in Rexburg. I think Art Grows Rexburg is just the right name to talk about that. So many people are now entering and putting their art, and it's helping Rexburg. I love it. Yeah, I get one hand. Yes. Let me introduce to you Kyung DeBell. She is the president of Art Grows Rexburg and really makes this show happen every year. And she will introduce you to some other people. Kyung?
Wow. Thank you all for being here. This is quite a sight. Those who do not have seats, we apologize. But we hope this is a special occasion to you as well as it is for us. As Brandon mentioned, we had about 70 more entries this year than the last. So it's been quite an exciting week for us. 12 years ago, about this time of year, I met my dearest friends, Alice and Val Hemming. I don't know why I'm emotional. They wanted to meet with me and purchase the painting that I entered in that year's art competition, which was the first Art Grows Rexburg art competition. Instantly, we discovered that we both shared a passion for art and a love of this town, Rexburg. Alice wanted to name our organization Art Grows Rexburg, meaning that Rexburg is where art will gather and grow. I want to share a little bit about the Hemmings, since they are not the type who will ever toot their own horns. Carol agrees. Dr. Hemming made his mark with a breakthrough discovery in children's medicine. But in spite of that caliber of success, Dr. Val Hemming and Alice Hemming live modest lives, surrounded by rich art. Val is a walking almanac of the arts in all forms, among all the other knowledge that exists on earth. I kid you not, I once had ancient coin from China. He even knew about the ancient Qing dynasty coins. I can't believe it. He knew exactly what it was, and he found his coin collection book, and he turned over, and there my coins were in that book, and he knew them. And Val and Alice together are so knowledgeable in fine arts and music. Family and art are where they put their hearts first. Art Grows Rexburg is their brainchild, the way they give back to their roots. So for the past 13 years, the Hemming Family Foundation has sponsored Art Grows Rexburg to spur on development and growth of visual art in our community. We are so grateful that Val Hemming is here with us this year. We wish Alice could be here with us as well, but she is joining us via YouTube Live. So, hi, Alice. Let's see. We also are so happy to have Alice and Val's daughter, Jill. She's serving herself some food over there. Hello, Jill. We had great fun. She came in to set everything up with us, and we're so excited to be working with her in the future. Once again, none of this would have happened without the tireless work of our board members. So I would like to introduce them. Where are they? Okay, Catherine Peck. Stephanie Morley. Jasmine Webb. And we also had a host of volunteers this year. If you're out there, will you wave at us? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now please welcome Val up here to introduce tonight's special guest speaker, Walter Rain, to you. Come this way.
Well, Alice and I are very excited for this program tonight. We have watched Walter Rain in magazines and books and on the internet and lots of places. And this is really the pinnacle of our 13 years doing. But Walter joins a rather illustrious group of artists who have been here before. If you think back, we started with Matt Geddes, Jane Meyer, Mike Malm came, J. Kirk Richards came, wonderful Leon Parson, who lives here. We had Julie Rogers, Brian Astle, here's Brian, Warren Geisler has been here more. I don't think Kimball Geisler, I'm sorry, he didn't come tonight, I hear. Last year we had Rose Dahl, another extraordinary young Mormon artist. I'm a seventh generation Rexburg person. How about that? If you go to the Rexburg Cemetery and look, it looks like about 10% of the people out there are my relatives. So we've been deeply involved in this community. I graduated from high school here, went away, my career took me far away from here, but this has always been home since I left here in 1957. We're just really delighted to have Walter Rain here. Walter is originally from California, trained in Los Angeles, worked for many years as a graphic or as an illustrator for magazines and books. Many of you ladies who are out here who had American, what are they called? American Girl dolls. I wager you've seen pictures painted by Walter Rain. We encountered Walter the first time in the early 1990s when we attended LDS international art shows in Salt Lake and saw some amazing pictures. We looked at those and were really taken by his extraordinary craftsmanship and his ability to tell a story with paint. A number of years ago, Alice and I were privileged to hang a series of Book of Mormon paintings that Brother Rain had painted in the Washington, D.C. Visitor Center. He came then to give a fireside one of the evenings after the show was opened, and he and his son stayed at our house. In the middle of our conversations, my wife, who's really the artist in our family, said to him, "There is a scripture that is begging for somebody to paint a picture." She says, we've traveled all over the world and we've been in many, many art galleries, seen a lot of Renaissance religious art, but had never seen a picture taken from the chapter 4, verse 16 through 21 in the book of Luke. You recall in that story, Christ comes to the synagogue. He stands and reads from the scroll of Isaiah, and then he announces that he's the fulfillment of that prophecy. Recall in the story that the people in the synagogue were angry and tried, in fact, to take his life after his announcement. After Alice walked out of earshot, I asked Walter if he might be willing to try to paint a picture like that. And he told me, "Well, I'm pretty busy." And he said, "I'll see what I can do." And it went quite a long time, maybe a year. And one day, out of the clear blue, I got a telephone call from Walter Rain. And he said, "Your picture's done. I'll send it to you. If you don't like it, send it back." This is the picture that he painted. It hangs in a very prominent place in our home. It's one of the great treasures of our lives. Let me just look at my notes here. I guess To finish, Walter, we're just enormously grateful that you took the time to join us. And more importantly, we're grateful for all the great art that you've done and probably will do for time to come. Thank you very much. I speak into this. Okay, first of all, I'm grateful to be here. I really am. Young and her husband Ryan and their family and Val, everyone has been so inviting and so gracious and kind. And my wife Linda and I really appreciate it. And also, I don't want to miss the opportunity to thank the quartet. It's just phenomenal. I think often we think of the music sort of as background or maybe entertainment, but we have so much to learn from music when we get the chance to just sit and listen to it. It's the music of the soul, I think, and I'm very grateful to the quartet for what they do. I actually have family history here. You know, I'm never lived in Idaho or even Utah, and we currently live in New York, so it's a long ways away. But my father, the Grand Rain, was born in Rigby, not far from here, and grew up in Pocatello, which also is not too far, I think. And my mother, Mildred Swanson, was born and raised in Pocatello. You know, I have that connection here, and my mother actually was a cheerleader at Pocatello High, and my dad was a track star. That is until midway through his junior year, when his father, who worked on the railroad, was killed in a railroad accident, and my dad had to kind of quit all kind of extracurricular and anything self-centered and get a job, ironically, at the railroad to help support the family. And then at the time when mostly he would be looking at college and going away to school and preparing for a career, I really have no idea what kind of career dreams he had, because at that time, the World War II was going on, and he joined the Navy and spent those years serving our country. And eventually, towards the end of the war, he and my mother got back together and started a family. And when their second child was on the way, that being Walter, my dad realized he needed a new job. And there was somebody, a friend at church, who owned an insurance agency. And so he started selling insurance. And so that became his career, his life's career, till he passed away. He was an insurance salesman. And again, I don't know if he had other career dreams or hopes, but he had no regrets and devoted his life to his family and his church and continued to sell insurance. I kind of recount that to help you realize that I know how fortunate I am to have spent my life doing something that I love. To be, no matter what it is, it doesn't have to be in the arts, but if you're able to spend your life, as I have been blessed to do, doing something that you love, you're just really lucky, and that's me, and that's because of the sacrifice of my parents. When I was a shy kindergarten child, my kindergarten teacher sent a note home and said, Walter's is a, I don't remember the wording, but anyway, she said, encourage him in art. And my parents took that to heart. I mean, I had a normal childhood. They weren't just forcing art on me. I was a very willing recipient, but birthdays and Christmas were always art materials and art books and nothing but encouragement. There was never like, oh, this is something you could do as a hobby, or this is just kind of fun. But when I decided to make that my career path, they were right behind me. And I find that extraordinary for parents who grew up in, I mean, this is a long time ago, maybe I'm speaking about ancient history here, but they grew up in the Depression. Their early married lives were during the war years, and weren't able to follow their own dreams, but made every effort to help me and my siblings follow our dreams. And so I'm so thankful and realize how exceptional that is. Not everybody who wants to spend their lives in the arts, are able to. But one thing I can say is, even if you're not able to spend your life doing it every day, whatever time you can spend in the arts, whatever it is, expressing yourself through, oh, sorry. Oh, wow. I apologize. I hope I haven't been too low speaking. But whatever time you're able to spend in your life in the arts, it will enrich your life. There's never a day when I wake up and I say, oh, darn it, I have to go to work. It's always, yippee, I get to go to work today. This is going to be a great day. I really do love and enjoy my work, and I've been at it a long time and continue to appreciate the fact that I'm able to do it and get away with it is what I always say. I've been able to get away with it this far, and I hope I can keep getting away with it. One of my favorite artists is Winslow Homer, and he once said, "The sun does not rise or set without my notice and thanks." And I read that early, like I think I was in high school, and it's just stayed with me, and I try to live up to that. I mean, I have to admit, in New York City, it's sometimes hard to find the sunset, or the sunrise, but the spirit of that phrase is to appreciate what we have. I was once, we were living in Oregon and kind of a rural place, and I set up to paint on the side of the road, scene just for the barn, and a neighbor of ours drove by, and later she said, "I can't believe it, you found beauty in that." She said, "I've been driving by here for years and looking over and thinking that was ugly." And so she said, "Thank you for encouraging me to take a second look at it and enjoy the beauty of that little scene." And I think that's what art's about, to try to help the world see the beauty in what we have, whether it's painting or dance or music or writing or whatever it is to highlight the great world that we live in and the associations that we have. And I'm always hopeful that when I do a painting, that what comes through most strikingly is not really the narrative or the story, but the feeling that's in it.
the spirit of the painting is what, when people ask me what I paint, I usually say I paint feelings. Even though I'm a realist painter, that's what I'm after. I'm not very good at the history and the research and all that. I try to get it right, but I feel like I'm successful when I've been able to communicate a certain feeling that that connects. If I'm able to connect to others through my work. I want to say a word about the show. My first instinct is this show makes me happy. I enjoy very much being here in these rooms and in these halls and seeing this work and these expressions that many of you have made and are sharing with us. Since I was in art school many years ago, the demise of painting as an art form has been predicted, that painting was just out of date. You know, it goes back to the cave paintings and the Egyptians and through the Renaissance and today, but it's just, okay, that's old stuff. But I think this show and what we see in museums proves that wrong, that painting is just a wonderful, wonderful medium, and I enjoy seeing what you've done. I would like to congratulate those who are, everybody who entered. Congratulations for the work that you've done. I know the fact is there will be winners, but there won't be any losers. There will be winners tonight, and it's good to acknowledge certain people. And I congratulate those who will receive a prize tonight. There is some really, it's all good. There's some really wonderful things out there, and I'm happy to be able to acknowledge that. If you don't get acknowledged tonight with an award, feel free to just tell yourself that guy has no idea what he's talking about. And it's true. I mean, art has always been subjective. So if I don't get it, it doesn't mean it's not good. If you have a passion and something you want to share through the arts, do it. Don't be timid about it. And if you do it in a way that's never been done before, it might take a little while for people to appreciate it, but so what? Keep doing it. And again, I thank those who put this together. I applaud the Hemmings and the DeBells and your committee and everybody who worked so hard to make this a place where art is appreciated. And I think that's so important. And anyway, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. I'll now turn your direction to the Mount Moran String Quartet. They'll play a couple of pieces for us. Ashokan Farewell by Jay Unger and Molly Mason, and Merry-Go-Round of Life from Hal's Moving Castle by Joe Hisaishi.
And please enjoy Walter Rain's paintings that he brought over here afterwards, and please observe it carefully with children if you are with them. And we will play some of the beauties that Walter brought while we listen to the music.
Thank you so much. That was James Gordon on cello, Ryan Bell on viola, Richard Ferguson, and Carolyn Ferguson on violin. The Mount Moran String Quartet. Let's give them another. There's food for you guys. Take a break. Take 5. Is that what they say? Okay, now the time of the night that I know a lot of you are waiting for is the award presentation. And Val Hemming and Catherine Peck will give those awards out. Now, just right before they do that, please keep this in mind. If you are a winner, they want your picture afterwards. So once all the winners are announced, please come up here and gather for a picture. Thank you.
Okay, Val and Catherine, please come here. While they're coming up, a couple things. This is how it's going to work. If your name is called, I'm a time Nazi. I would like to get it done by 7. So please come either side. You will come this end. You will shake Val's hand, and he will get you the certificate. Is that okay? The one very last but very important thing. We need to make sure those who won tonight, that comes with the cash prize. Please follow Venmo instruction attached to your certificate as soon as you can. That would be very appreciated. All right, we'll start with the student category. For student honorable mention goes to Rachel Weiskircher, construction. Kian. Student honorable mention, Janelle Christensen, anxiety overcomes. Student Merit Award, Joshua Merrill, The Stare of a Woman. Student Merit Award, Kara Clark, Geyser, Steam, and Trees.
Congratulations. Thanks for your picture.
Student third place, Rachel Gant, Untitled.
Student second place, Kaisa McLean, A Reflective Light.
Congratulations, and thank you for bringing pictures.
Student first place, Isabel Cedric, Life, Death, Spirit. Now on to the amateur category. Amateur honorable mention, Katie Wood, Emily. Amateur honorable mention, Ben Wilson, I Nephi. Amateur Merit Award, Celeste Milani, Smoke in the Tetons. Amateur Merit Award, Hannah Hutchinson, Mommy Loves You. Amateur third place, Brianne Farrer, Under the Sun. Amateur second place, Amy Clements, Dementia. Amateur first place, Benjamin Hackey, the Grand Protector.
Congratulations. That's a nice piece.
And on to the professional awards. Professional honorable mention, Donnie Tapp, County Line. Professional honorable mention, Stephanie Call, Dum Dums.
My goodness.
Professional Merit Award, Sonia Johnson, Baby Steps. Professional Merit Award, Sarah Johnson, True Blue.
Thank you.
Professional third place, Ryan Muldowney, John.
Next year again.
Professional second place, Kimball Geisler, Cliffs of Lake Powell.
Kimber's not here.
Professional first place, Brian Astle, Bailiwick.
Well, I have to say something. This is the third time that Brian was at this show. He is really a great young artist.
Thanks everybody for coming out. Just a reminder, if you did win, please come up for a photo and you can just kind of chat with each other now. Thanks, and please enjoy the art.
And Val and Walter, could you please join us? Photo shoot. Okay, winners, let's move. Can you please come forward if you have certificates? And you can enjoy the rest of the evening. Let's do the photographing first. Please come forward. Yes, students and young folks, could you please go upstairs? Yeah. Okay, please come forward. I know we are a lot of winners missing tonight. Please. Anyone else? This is it? I think half of the winners didn't come tonight. Sonia, you can come and sit. Yeah. You too. Yeah. There you go. Anyone else? Okay, ready? Thank you. Congratulations. Enjoy.
Yeah, it's a long way. We have,
However you do it simply.